Hello there, Internet friends. This is Danielle Pierce, creator of Real Estate Profit Lab and Property Preservation Mastery. Thank you guys for tuning in as always. In case you guys have not been paying attention, I am doing a 21-day campaign. We call it our hashtag Day in the Life campaign, where I'll be going live every day at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time, approximately, and answering one question related to property preservation. So we've been talking about pitfalls, pros and cons of the industry, dealing with contractors, launching a business, working with family, and something that we call the success gap, which is a difference basically between those who do well and those who struggle a little bit inside of the program. So this campaign is going to take us right into our Black Friday campaign, where we will be talking about our most successful students of the year and talking about the current state of the industry. And of course, offering the program at a really, really, really fantastic price that I'll explain in just a moment. So, this is right around the time where we transition to highs and lows. And highs and lows is essentially something that our personal lives. And so, what has happened to my microphone? One second, y'all. Sorry about that. It appears that it has gone off. Hold, please. Come on, boo. Want to make sure the sound is decent so that everything works as intended. But perhaps the battery is dead. That's the case. My apologies, but we're going to get through this video anyway. All right. So let's keep it moving. So highs and lows. So that's where, again, you share some insight about your personal life, something great that happened today, something not so great that happened today. Feel free to drop it in the comments down below, and I will go first as always. So a low is that I'm back home tomorrow. So I'm still in Palm Springs. I know my eyes probably look a little bit low. I'm not high. Just a little bit tired. So um so we gotta get back home tomorrow, back to the grind, so to speak. So that's a little bit of a low. And the high is that I've had the best birthday ever in 42 years. So I'm super, super excited about that. You guys check my stories on Facebook and Instagram if you want to see like some of the cool things that me and my friends have done. All right. So again, feel free to drop your highs and lows in the comments down below. So again, Wednesday, November the 24th, I'm doing a monthly industry overview and Q&A live Zoom session where you can ask your question and be on video and audio, and you can ask your question live. We'll be offering the program at $1,497. That's $1,000 off the regular price. And that sale will start at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time, and it will expire at 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time. And there's going to be no extensions, y'all. So if you miss it, you just missed it. We're also throwing in an additional $3,000 in bonuses as well. So last time we talked about generating six figures with mobile apps. We talked about Thumbtack, TaskRabbit, Home Depot, and utilizing Google local services. And so today we're talking about 5 things I wish I'd known prior to getting started in preservation. So what I want to make clear in this video, and probably, I've done this in other videos as well, is that every student won't have the exact same experience either with their particular business and working inside of the industry. So some will do better, some will do worse. So that's just the nature of the beast. But 5 things I wish I'd done differently. Number 1, set expectations with contractors. Right when you're first getting started, you get your first territory to cover, your first set of work orders. You basically just kind of hire anybody who says that they're ready, willing, and able to do the job, which you don't properly vet. You're just excited to be doing something. You kind of like, oh my gosh, I'm doing it. Let me get started. Let me hurry up, find somebody. Okay, you say you can do this. Okay, cool, you're hired. And we send them out and hope for the best. So I wish I had done a lot more expectation setting with contractors. Come to think of it, I wish I had done that across all areas of my entire life, but that's neither here nor there. So that's number 1. Number 2, understand that if you don't like what the contractors are doing, you could spend time blaming them and talking about how terrible they are, or you could also recognize that you can pretty much almost always point the finger at yourself with regard to the way that you train them, the lack of expectation setting, which I mentioned a few moments ago, or just not documenting things properly in a way that they can easily understand. So that's number 2. Number 3, understanding that finding contractors will be an ongoing struggle. I've mentioned before that I know people who've been in real estate for 10, 15 years, and about every 6 months or so, they're like, hey, any good electricians? any good contractors? You got any good GCs? And so that just tells me, plus my own experience as well, is that it's a continuous work and progress to locate and retain good people. Number four, I would have kept my job during the first year, maybe 2 years of working in preservation. Now, to be clear, I did not have a job, but if I had had a job, I definitely would have kept it. And so, for those of you who are watching and you're like, you work your 9 to 5 and you hate your job, you're like, oh my gosh, I just can't wait to quit. I would say you hold on to your job because usually the issue is not that your job is so bad, it's just that your job is your only source of income and you don't like it, but you're so dependent upon it. And so it causes this constant friction and resentment and back and forth where you think the job is a problem. But I promise you, if you keep your job and you're making the same amount of money you're already making and you add in another, $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 per month, you will quickly adjust your feelings around your job. I'm like, oh, maybe my job isn't so bad after all. So that's number four. And then five, I would say hire a CPA or bookkeeper before you can afford it. A lot of people think that they need a bunch of money or funds are tight. I'm just getting started. I worry about it later. It's something you need to worry about immediately. I can't tell you the number of business owners I know who, started off slow, grew rapidly, brought in a bunch of money, didn't properly account for either federal taxes, state taxes, or payroll taxes. And the payroll taxes, the states, they are very, very aggressive in collecting those. So if you feel like you can't afford it and you feel like, you're too new and too small of a business, I would beg to differ. I would encourage you to find somebody, get some referrals and pay them and have them on your team at the onset. Even if you only bringing in $2,000 a month, have them set things up properly and at least know what path you should take versus just, well, I'm going to figure it out along the way. That's one area where I'd encourage. Normally, I'm a big proponent of figuring things out along the way, but dealing with the IRS and the state taxing authorities is one area where I would beg to differ with that viewpoint. All right. So that is all I have for today. I have to get ready to fly back tomorrow, back home. My kids they haven't been calling me that much. So it's actually been pretty good. But I do want to pack and get ready. So I will see you guys back here tomorrow night, right at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. Please, again, be sure to mark your calendars for November the 24th, right at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. Drop your questions down below. Drop your comments down below. My birthday was yesterday. Send me a happy birthday down below as well. I definitely appreciate that. And again, I'll see you guys back here tomorrow night. As always, sending you love, light, peace, blessings, grace, and clarity. Until next time. Bye bye.